Welcome back, everybody, to Keep Your Cool. I am Ralas.
Edgar, what's up, guys?
Let me adjust my mic before we get nostalgic. I mentioned that for a reason, because I've been watching the show The Last of Us.
Okay.
And it comes from a video game.
Yeah, it does.
Right? I've never played a video game. All right. The show's fucking great. It's episode 4. I think it's one of the... It's good. For 4 episodes, it's good.
Well, that's good, because if you played the game, you would already know some of like the spoilers.
Yes.
That's kind of good that you didn't play the game, because now you actually get to enjoy the show without being like, oh, I already know what's going to happen next.
Yeah.
Or like, oh, I know how it's going to end.
So you're basically comparing and contrasting. So there's another video game movie that's going to come out. Well, this is a TV show. There's going to be a video game movie that comes out this year. It's called Super Mario. All right, so that got me started thinking. I was like, why not? How come I can't be nostalgic tonight? Let's talk video games. Not just video games of 2020s. I want to talk about the down and gritty, the 1990s for me.
Okay.
Probably the 2000s for you. I don't know what year you were born, but I know that I'm like 7 years older than you.
97, but still.
So I'm 90.
I had this Nintendo 64, the Sega.
Yes, but I had the Sega Genesis.
Okay.
Perdón. El Atari.
Oh, Atari.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, everybody knows that while we're raised in Santana,
Yeah.
it's a little bit ghetto.
Just a little bit.
You know, there's gangs. There's low-income families. There's many cultures, not just Mexicans. There was Cambodians. There was Guatemalans, Salvadoreños. A little bit of whites. Very, very little whites. Unless you live like on 17th Street, on Main,
yeah. Well, the nicer side of Santa Ana. Yeah.
So, even though the Super Nintendo, even though the Sega Genesis, the Nintendo 64, the Atari were actually systems that I had, I want to give a special shout out to one in particular that was meant for the ghetto people. Not my bad. For the low income families like myself, I do include myself there. The Super Joy. Okay. The Super Joy, you would buy it at Las Swamis, allá como en Costa Mesa, or el Bristol Swami de Santana, right there on Bristol Street.
Yeah.
So el Super Joy se llamaba Super Joy porque parecía el control del Nintendo 64, right? It was a triangle, but that was the actual system. So all you had to do was connect the freaking control into your TV, and then you had like 20,000 games. So en those 20,000 games tenías que Dr. Mario, tenías King Kong, tenías Super Mario, tenías Contra, tenías el del pinche pato que van volando ya with the gun and you have to shoot them. I don't know if you ever played that game.
Yeah.
All right. Duck hunting.
There you go. I was going blank for some reason, like, dude, it's duck something.
So they lost out Tetris. There was just so many of them. Excite Bike. I don't know if you ever played that one.
No,
you're in a little motito and you have to move from side to side and you have to win. Basically, you win a cup.
Oh, isn't that one kind of like an arcade game too?
It is. So most of those games were in arcade. Ahí estaba también el del bubble, donde mueves la manita así.
Yeah.
And then you pop them. So I do have to give a special, that one deserves a very, very place in my heart.
In jailbroken control.
Yeah, jailbroken. Before jailbroken was ever existed. So, honestly, till this day, I don't think I'm gonna say I'm gonna buy it because I don't have time to play video games. No, people, I didn't get old, but yes, people, I got old. So I just sometimes me entra de jugar for like 2-3 weeks, and I won't stop playing until I play, and then I just give it up. Y vamos.
Yeah.
Like that's it. Like I just no me entran las ganas. So that's why I can't go by the Super Joy. I know it has different names now.
Yeah.
Pero en mi tiempo se llamaba Super Joy. People, if you ever played that game, if by another name, put it down below in the comment section so I can go find it on OfferUp or Bristol Swami. I think Bristol Swami carries it. I think I saw it on the Bristol Swami there. When last time, I'm talking about like maybe 6 months ago, I went to go buy some Mexican crema.
Bruh. Nah, but if anything, if you do go, you probably might still find them. I mean,
I'm pretty sure.
They're selling for sure.
I don't go to the Swami as much. Like I said, the Bristol Swami was there for like 6 months just to buy a crema. Other than that, I'm not a big Swami guy. I don't like waking up in the morning just to go on the hot sun, get the queme.
We'll go right now. Que ahorita que no está haciendo tan calor.
And
Ahorita que it's
oh.
cold, you know, it's pretty fresh.
I'll tell you this. I went to the Santa Fe Springs at night, and
Okay.
that was pretty cool. So, the Super Joy, I have to give an honorable mention out of my heart. I love it. I will always love it. And if I ever buy it again, I'll be happy. But you just can't play Duck Hunt anymore.
What is it?
Porque la tele, now it's LED. So it's plasma. So that shit no capta. So you have to have those old school,
The bubble TVs.
the bubble TVs.
Yeah,
so
you're right. So you even have to buy a TV just to even play the games.
to play that game.
Any
Duck
game.
Hunt. No, Duck Hunt.
No, any game. Because
No.
if you think about it, a lot of TVs right now, they don't have
They don't have the red and blue.
yellow,
Well,
red,
I
yellow,
do have
and
a
white.
TV that's red,
Oh,
white,
okay.
and
There, never mind then. Because some TVs don't even have that anymore.
Yes.
It's just HDMI.
I do know that the HDMI, there's an adapter de tres. Yes, believe it or not, they make everything now on Amazon.
Oh yeah.
So don't be surprised. Okay. Any honorable mentions for you, like myself, that I said that maybe like a Game Boy or something that looks like a Game Boy? I don't know. Any fake games out there?
Nah, dude, I didn't have any fake
No.
games. Nah.
Not fake game consoles. Hablando del Game Boy.
Game Boy.
Right?
Uh-huh.
I never had one growing up.
Oh no.
We were that poor. I never had one. I don't know if you grew up with one,
Yeah.
but I do know that I played with some.
Okay.
And if I have to say what was my favorite one, and I will put the PSP there, and I will put the Nintendo
Oh.
Switch there.
Dude, the PSP, man, it's too advanced. No, at that time that it came out,
Oh, yeah.
it was too advanced for everyone. Cause that's why I feel that a lot of people didn't like it. Cause if you think about it right now, like everybody has their Switch, everybody's carrying around like just a smart. And that's the thing, the PSP, like it was a little advanced at that time where people didn't really
And it was a
see
CD.
it. Exactly,
It was a CD.
dude. But
If you had a PSP, which one do you prefer, the PSP or the Nintendo Switch? Put it down in the comments if you ever had one. I will say I have to go with the Switch.
Switch, I mean, especially right now, just because you're able to get a lot more games.
Yes,
to put
but
a little bit
not
more
the
in
Switch Lite. Not the Switch Lite. I'm talking about the actual Switch where you can remove the controls and put the little fucking switch right there, and you can play right here.
Yeah,
So-
you're able to dock it somewhere. You
Yeah,
dock it to TV or dock it to a place because it has a little kickstand.
See,
and just have it there.
So
yeah.
I would prefer that as a thing. Now for the old school, I would have to go.
Well, the old school, there wasn't really much. It was
The malos puros Game Boys,
Yeah, Game Boy,
Uh-huh.
the DS,
Game Boy Color.
Game Boy Color, yeah.
So
Game Boy Advance.
I think I want to go with the Advance. El que era el que estaba así, ¿no?
So there was two. The earlier version was like a oval. Then after that, they came out with the square one where it flipped up.
Okay. Oh, so they're both Advance.
Yeah, they're both.
Okay.
But it's just different generations. So the first generation was that round.
I would have to go with that one. I think it was just more comfortable for my hands, or the way that later on in life the game freaking controls became that big and all that.
Yeah.
So I would have to go with the Advance for the consoles in your hand. I don't know about you. If you have a different choice, and what would be your reason for it?
I would go with the DS.
With the which one's that one?
It's probably like the third gen, I guess you could say, because the second one was that square one, and the advanced once it became the DS, that was like the wider one. It also flipped up and it had a touchscreen in the middle with the buttons on the side.
I don't think I ever saw. I don't think I got to see that in person. And not in person. I think I did see it on. I've seen it in a couple of TV shows, just not in person.
Got you.
But what's your reason? Just because it was more modern, or what would be the reason?
Yeah, it was a little bit more advanced. I mean, the games weren't like this long, especially for the Game Boy Color, dude. Like the fucking little game toman así de grande. No, right now it's just a little chip and you just click it in the back.
Okay.
And plus the two screens, the bottom one was touch screen, so you're able to actually interact with the game.
All right.
Like Pokemon, they had a little part where you were to cook something, so you had to put your finger on there and you fucking spin it.
You know what I hated about the Pokemon games?
Bruh.
I mean, everybody loved them. Don't get me wrong. I liked them too. But
Okay.
when you go in the fucking caves, or when you go in the bushes, ni das un pinche step, and you already have a Pokemon. Like a Pokemon fight or something.
Yeah, well,
I'm like,
that's why they always say stay away from there unless you're ready.
Well, yeah, but I never actually got to play with the Game Boy, I didn't know that. So every time they me lo prestaban, batallaba. I did get to see. I got to play with the old school Game Boy.
Okay.
I got to play with the Game Boy Color before it became like the purple and all that. Era el Game Boy Color antes era como si fuera el original Game Boy. It just said color.
Yeah.
So nomás era la pura pantalla, and then the other ones came out. Que
Yeah,
el color
different
de
colors.
violet, blue, red.
Green, yeah.
Y
The rainbow.
I would. There was a rainbow one.
No, I'm just saying all the colors.
There was
Yeah.
one that I actually did like a lot. De esos era como moradito, pero like see-through. I like that one a lot.
But it wasn't like it was like a light purple, right?
You like a light purple, and
Yeah.
it was see-through. So that I'm just talking about the design. I'm not talking
Yeah.
about that I actually like that one, but the design I really liked a lot. Just recently on Instagram, miré un güey que dice the perfect Game Boy or something like that. So está el Game Boy, and then he connects like a lens, and then he creates like le pone un chingo de botones, and I'm like,
Yeah, because they sold adapters to like if you have a bigger hand, you're able to add extra stuff. And like, well, if you
Yeah.
wanted to take a picture, pussy, you put the camera. Like, also, I think if you didn't want a camera, you could put a light. So if you're playing at night, you just flip the switch on, and yeah, you got the light, so you're able to see the screen. Yeah, no, they sold a lot of like
So,
different attachments for it.
when I saw that, I'm like, get the fuck out of here, man. That's le quita la infancia, you know, or maybe in them they added to their infancia. It's something I don't think I can do.
Yeah, well, for the people that actually had the money to buy those extra attachments, like those
Yeah.
accessories, like, dude, like, nah. Like,
Oh,
con
of course,
nosotros,
of
like,
course.
nomás aquí andamos con la street light, no, que pasaba, like, rapidito, especially at night, you just see the street light, zoom,
Yeah,
sas.
sas. It's having a game system like my kids now that they have the Switch and they go to parties and all that. It does help, pero sí yo pienso que sí le quitaba mucho. Le quitaba mucho los niños de ser niños.
Oh, yeah.
Like for instance, I do believe the times of playing marbles, Pogs, Slammers, whoever how they name them, Digimon, Pokemon.
Yeah.
Esos tiempos ya se acabaron.
Yeah. I mean, you still able to play Pokemon, Digimon, but now it's all digital. You don't have the cards anymore or anything like that.
So yeah, esos tiempos ya like it's over and it sucks. Pero I don't think it can come back. Maybe very very rural areas where they still concentrate on that. And I'm talking like maybe in Mexico, some little parts in Santana, you can kind of say. But now everybody, honestly, every corner you turn around, there's a game, a Nintendo Switch, and it kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Just recently on OfferUp, I saw not a Game Boy. It's a Super Joy. So, but this one, it says it's 1 and 3, but I forgot what's it called. So it is designed like a Game Boy,
Yeah.
like the original Game Boy, and it's white or black. Igual le pones ya vienen los games integrados, but there's only 3,000 games in there, and it tells you it has classic games: Metroid, Super Nintendo, Zelda.
Only 3,000?
Only 3,000. And I was like, and I've been wanting to buy it because it's like $70. I'm like, that's something that I can play with, but again, because I only get into it for like 3 weeks, and then I'm like, time to move on.
Yeah, next.
Okay. I'm surprised that I've actually lasted longer with the podcast than me playing. So now let's get to the juicy stuff where we actually grew up. What was your first system?
Oh, the Nintendo 64.
What was your first system?
Yeah.
Okay. What game did it come with at that time?
Star Fox.
Oh, I fucking hated that game.
What do you mean, dude? That's the best game.
Not a Nintendo 64.
It was one of them.
Well, it was one of them, but not the best.
I mean, for me, because that's mostly the game that I was playing.
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean, it was fun for what it was.
Okay.
Yeah, because you had that one. Mario Party, that one was another good one.
Okay. Yeah.
Donkey Kong, that's another good one too.
Can't believe
Then Mario 64.
you're missing out on the best one.
Which one?
Well, there's two, but for me, it's number one.
Conkers, bro. Conkers was the best one.
I don't think I ever played Conkers.
Dude, Conkers was the best one.
Okay.
I just remember, dude, Conkers is the best one. I think it's rated T, actually, for teens. Dude, it's a fun game.
So there's three that this guy doesn't know. I wish I had one of my homies talking about this because he actually has like 20 Nintendo 64s. I've seen his collection. He has a bunch of them. I've told him, give me one. Big shout out to Johnny. Ese güey tiene como like unos 10 consoles the Nintendo 64. And he would probably get on our asses for not choosing the games that he might believe that it's the best because he does have the console with him.
Yeah.
But I have to defend my pride by calling your shit out I've never played that game. I don't know what it is, but there is 3 games better than that everybody will agree in the comment section.
Okay.
If they actually do get to comment. GoldenEye is 007.
Mm.
It has to be up there. And the Nintendo 64 console, Golden.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
It's the best point of view shooter, como POV shooting.
Yeah.
At that time.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I know you meant that. I
All
know
right.
that's what you mean at that time.
Yes. And then Super Smash Brothers.
Oh yeah. No, that one's definitely up there.
Okay. And then my number one, but this is a personal choice, is Mario Kart. The original.
Yeah.
It's like you have to.
I was thinking about another one, but no, that one didn't come out to the GameCube.
Which one was that one?
Double Dash.
No, I don't think I ever played. I didn't get to play with the GameCube as much. I know that it was a little piece of square. I even actually, you just remember. There was another one before. No, esa era Sega, a Dreamcast. I never got to play with that one. So, going back to mine, what was the first one? I actually did own an Atari. I'm not lying.
Okay.
The only game I played was Duck Hunt, because that's the only freaking game we had. So let's make it our official. My official first game system.
Wait, didn't Atari have Godzilla?
They probably did. I didn't have that game though.
Okay. Yeah, because they even made the game Godzilla.
See, so my first game system that I can say that we got, I don't know how, if it was for Christmas or not, it was the Sega Genesis. It was a black console. It's the same way as the Nintendo 64 where you connect the stuff. You know?
Yeah.
I think it was 2 controls if I remember.
¿No le soplas?
Le soplamos cuando se agarraba. Or a veces agarrabas el system.
Oh, yeah.
También.
También tienes el dedito para que se abriera.
Ajá,
Okay.
ándale. Igual con el 64, it was the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah, like one of the best intros to all the Segas. I think the best stuff was the little tune, Sega. That shit was amazing to me, for me.
Now the PlayStation has the best one. PlayStation 2.
Nah, it's like something like that, no?
Nah.
¿Cómo va? PlayStation.
I mean, it says that, but I don't know. I can't explain it. But the way like it just starts, like it's soothing.
It's soothing. Okay. I don't remember if Nintendo, the Super Nintendo, or the Sega without a game, if there was any tune to it. Because I know how the Xbox does it. All the Xbox and all the PlayStations do it because it's like a computer in a way. Yeah. Now it's more of a computer than before.
Yeah.
People are gonna say it's not a computer. It's like a computer because you can go to YouTube, you can watch movies, you can record music. It's a freaking computer.
Yeah. I mean, from where it starts to where it's at now. Yeah.
Yes. So the Sega Genesis, I would say my favorite game right there was Sonic.
Oh.
You just can't. You can't.
I mean, I think that's the only game that they pretty much had. That
I
was
think they had another one.
That was popular.
Yeah, that was popular. I know that for the Super Nintendo, my cousin had it. I'm not sure. I think they had like a fighting game, and I'm talking about the old one. And I think it was Street Fighter, unless that was on Sega.
That was probably Sega.
All right, yeah, because I know that Nintendo only concentrates on kids games.
Yeah, and the thing is, too, Sega, they also had like the little maquinitas where they actually had Street Fighter. So if anything, that was probably Sega.
So the Street Fighter game probably is another one that I would say I do love, but it's a cool game. Don't get me wrong. Just it wasn't for me. Like, I like Street Fighter a lot because I know that when we went live, we're talking about games. I do know that I said that I like Street Fighter versus Capcom.
Oh, okay.
I like that one. The Street Fighter one or Street Fighter 2?
Yeah.
I don't know. Me gustaba más Mortal Kombat. And I do know that Mortal Kombat was on Sega, if I recall. Because I remember we used to play it all the time. Fatality! Come over here!
No, but though I didn't have the Sega. With Nintendo 64, definitely the ones that you brought up are definitely the top ones. But Duca, if Johnny has Conquer, then tell him like, hey bro, let me play the game, dude. Like, you're gonna love that game. Like, literally that game is made for teenagers.
I'll ask him. If maybe one day he joins us back again one day, he can definitely talk about the games that he has.
Yeah.
And then we can finally like, oh shit, like I just remember right now, and then on the 64, the Nintendo 64, there was FIFA 98, FIFA World Cup, Road to World Cup.
Yeah.
And I love that game. That had all the freaking countries, todos los countries. So right now, when I see like FIFA and all that, I'm like, what? I'm like, there's something like 20 selecciones. I'm like, no, the World Cup game had all the El Salvador, Honduras, and I know that the graphics are not the same.
Yeah.
But just for you to be able to choose El Salvador versus Alemania, it's something that a lot of people are never gonna get to see probably in real life.
Yes, that's the thing right now. FIFA, they're very selective now.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
Y todos about rights. Yeah, the right to do it, the right to do that. Blah, blah, blah. It gets annoying. It just gets annoying. Like people let us live. No?
Yeah.
Don't be the Matrix. Don't keep us secluded. Now, as we leave Nintendo 64, I think Crash was in Nintendo 64. No, ¿verdad?
No.
No, the Donkey Kong racing game was.
Yeah.
Okay, I never played it, but I just know that it was there.
But they had Donkey Kong Country, and there was another one.
Tarzan was on 64.
No.
I love that game. It was on 64.
Was it?
Yes, it was. Yeah, because the movie came out like in 95, and Nintendo 64 is from 95. I might be wrong on the year, but Tarzan is an old ass movie though.
Yeah, because I remember it came out for GameCube, but I didn't play it on GameCube.
I know I didn't play it on GameCube. I remember playing it on my own system because I rented it from Blockbuster. Public Blockbuster. Anyways, it's like I used to rent that. Well, actually, that's the reason why I got to play so many games because of Blockbuster. I got to rent it. Ahí en la Main Street, la primera.
Yeah.
Está La Michoacana, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that for me didn't exist back in the day, and I think you should know that. La Michoacana is just brand new, like 3 years. Okay.
No, more than 3 years.
Okay, well, I haven't been to Santa Ana in like 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
No es cierto. Adriana's insurance. No, it's not Adriana's insurance. The insurance right there in that corner.
Oh, like that little.
So se acaba La Michoacana.
Yeah.
Y está el Loaded Pancakes.
Yeah.
Y luego sigue la insurance.
Yep.
Okay, that insurance, and I think the next one was all Blockbuster back in the day.
Okay.
Así igual, blue and yellow. Todo por entre. Luego tenían un little private section.
Oh yeah.
Con Beats.
Yeah.
No, actually, I don't think Blockbuster had that. That was your local ones.
Your local movies.
Your local movies, which were also fun and cheaper than Blockbuster.
Yeah.
That's because of Blockbuster. I got to from the Nintendo 64 to the one that's next for me. Yes, that would be the ones where I rented the most.
Okay.
All right. So as we leave Nintendo 64, obviously there's the Super Nintendo. I mean, my bad. Nintendo's behind that. Yo dejé el Sega, ¿verdad? Compraba 64. You said that you had the 64. What's your next one?
After that was the GameCube.
The GameCube.
Yeah.
Pinche cuadrito.
Yeah.
That shit. It was 4 controls también, huh?
Yeah, up to 4 controls. I mean, it was pretty big too. Perfect square.
I remember it was like this, unless there was like a new one that was like chiquito.
No.
Mini cube, eh?
Well, it was pretty small, but like the way you're describing it was.
no?
Around there. Yeah.
It was a cube.
Yeah. Well, it was a perfect square, all the way around. But yeah, no, that one was pretty fun. That one had a lot of fun games. Mario Double Dash, Mario Strikers, Pokemon XD.
I was gonna say Pokemon Snap, but that's for the 64.
Yeah, that was for the 64. Now Pokemon XD, this is where I forgot what was the guy's name, but he turned like some of the Pokemon's evil. So like on this game, you need to find a cure to help out the Pokemons because you can see like black aura coming out from them. So you gotta like fix them. So that one was pretty fun. Which another one? Bomberman was a pretty cool one. I think that's
Bomberman es donde eres una bombita. No, wait. Let me try to remember. I think you're like, es como si fuera como un puzzle game, no? You have to run away y hay bombas caminando.
No,
that's not Bomberman. Maybe that's the original.
Maybe, but no. So you're technically it's a ninja, and the way he like gets into certain buildings and stuff like that, he'll drop a bomb. So he'll drop a bomb. You got like 5 seconds or whatever
to run away, and then it blows up, and then you have to. Okay, that's the one I meant. I just couldn't remember it right.
Yeah.
Okay, I love that game. I ain't gonna lie, I dig that shit.
That one was pretty fun. Dude, there was so many. Link.
Oh yeah. I mean, everybody's gonna. If we don't mention the Zeldas anywhere when the game was, everybody's gonna get mad. So might as well mention it right now.
Yeah.
Zelda is not in my list.
The Wind Walker, that one.
The Wind Walker. I don't think I ever heard that one. The Wind Walker.
Yeah, that one, dude. That one's honestly one of the best ones.
Y el GameCube era CD, if I recall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Very small.
Very small.
A little circular one. I think probably like maybe like 2 inches. You should be used to that.
Wow. ¿Cómo se llama? El GameCube. What was I know they had Super Smash, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure if they had the Mario Kart in that one.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
had Mario Kart, and they also had Double Dash.
One of the best parts I would say about the GameCube, because I know I played it, but I never had it. And the 64 was 4 players.
Yeah.
When you brought your homies over, when you had your friends over, hey, boom, make it a party. You know, like boom, 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 boom. I thought that was pretty awesome. When you had the 4 players,
Yeah.
it was cool because you can bring your friends over.
Oh, dude, that's always the
Yeah,
best time.
so much fun. You can have like pizza parties or whatever, like, or just bring your friends over. I thought that was one of the best things that a game system can have, was adding 4 players. Porque not even the arcades have that.
Which one?
The arcades, regular
Oh,
arcades.
yeah.
I
I mean, some of them had 2 players.
Yes, yes.
Like Street Fighter, and all that, like they had 2 players. So
Y,
you were able to-
los video games, I think. Which one? Oh, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Ese era de 4. Ese
yeah.
era de 4. And that was also on Sega, now that I recall. Because I remember I used to play that game.
That one was also for GameCube.
Oh, shit. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Luego está Okay. So we're stuck in the GameCube. If de ahí ya no me acordé ya, like tantos games. Because I know that the GameCube wasn't a hit like it was supposed to be. Like, it's like what killed Sega was the Dreamcast.
Yeah.
That killed Sega.
Yeah.
And
Spyro. That now that you say so.
Spyro's pero ese de PlayStation. Or was it for GameCube too?
Nah, it was for GameCube too, because
Okay.
I remember I had that game.
Okay.
Oh, damn, there's also Tai too. Dude, Tai was another good game as well.
Tide, no.
Tai the Tasmanian Tiger.
Taz?
No, Tai, T-Y.
TY, no, I don't.
So it's a tire. So the game is basically in Australia. So you run around with the boomerang.
Okay.
So you like have to defeat different bosses with boomerangs, and so each boomerang had like its own power. You had like a fire one, an ice one, a water one, a time one. Yeah, no, that one was pretty fun.
Okay, luego. That was your second system. My third system is the OG Xbox.
360.
No, Xbox.
Oh no, yeah, you're right. It was Xbox and the 360.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I think it's the way it goes. It's Xbox 360, Xbox One,
Yeah.
and then the other ones are Xbox
S
S,
and X.
and then the whatever it's called.
X. Yeah, the new one.
I call it the block.
The block.
So this brick that I had as a system, the Xbox,
Yeah.
hands down, was probably the best system out there. Cause that motherfucker can have up to 5 to 10,000 songs recorded in that shit. I'm talking about my playlist can go from Motown, then switch it up to some fucking hard rock, then switch it up to some gangster rap, then finish it off with some hip hop.
Calmado LimeWire.
Anda. Oy, where I get the music from? From LimeWire. So what you would do, get the music from LimeWire, burn it on a CD on your computer, bring that freaking CD into the Xbox, record the fucking CD. So that's why I had it. So because we had like albums.
Just like burn music onto a CD.
So this is a gangster rap CD. There's a hip hop CD. So we would put it on the Xbox.
Label it with the Sharpie, like, oh, these are the hits that are on here. Yeah.
So, and then once it was there, record it in there. Y hay veces que mis friends say, oh, pones en el Xbox. Y mientras we would listen to music, and you can still listen to music while it was downloading the fucking burning the music in there. So I was like, it wasn't like you couldn't do nothing else.
Yeah.
And the graphics were not that bad also. The games, probably for the Xbox, for me, I might have to go, keep it simple, with Knockout Kings.
Knockout Kings.
Yes, it was a boxing game. And it's like Muhammad Ali was there,
Okay.
Bernard Hopkins, like none of the bullshit drama that is right now. Like that was a game. I mean, I also had like freaking that's the FIFA 2004.
Okay.
Like there's a lot, but I for some reason, because there hasn't been no more boxing games.
Yeah.
That's why I have that in my head, because I know that I did play a lot more games than just that boxing game.
Yeah.
If I come up with other names, I'm like, it sucks when you want to talk about something. Sometimes you just blink out. Oh, my bad,
Yeah.
Halo. Fuck. Now I can shoot me in the head. No, don't say that, right? I forgot. On alive, right? That's the
Yeah. Halo. Yeah, one of the original ones.
Yes, yeah, and freaking 007 used to still do games for Xbox. Those were pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, well, Xbox and PlayStation. Well, those.
Yes,
Well, Halo was just Xbox.
Halo was
Yeah.
just Xbox. Just like Grand Theft Auto was just PlayStation,
Yeah.
Halo was just Xbox. And I love that shit. I was like, oh, we have a game for ourselves. Before Red Dead Redemption, we had Red Dead Revolver, which is technically almost part one. It's the same property owners. It's the same. Todos igual.
So like a prequel.
In a way, it's the original. Nomás que se llama Red Dead Revolver, and then what these fools did, they got the ideas of Grand Theft Auto, where it was a whole world, and that's what they did Red Dead Redemption. So not even that main character comes out. So haz en cuenta que es como same universe, just not with the same storyline.
Yeah, different characters.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's the same thing that happened with GTA. Like each new different one, you know, is a different person. They're
Sí.
somewhere else.
Sí.
So same things like have you played GTA 5?
Is that the one with the Russian?
No, it's a newer one that just
The one
came
with the
out.
black guy, the Simon
Franklin.
and
Simon.
no, Simon's the guy
No.
from Walking Dead.
Yeah, no.
Se parece a Simon.
Yeah, no. Franklin, Trevor,
Yeah, Trevor. There you go. Y Michael.
Michael. Yeah,
Michael's
so in the
el güerito.
El Güerito,
Yeah.
exactly. So in the first one, when you go talk to Lester's like, oh, like we need a team. Like, oh, I was talking to this guy, which was talking about the Russian in the past GTA.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, like, it's funny because now they mentioned at least someone from a past game
Yes.
into the new one, like, oh, but he went low for a while. I haven't heard from him. Why? Because at the end of the other game, like, he goes low. Why? For the same reason, because everybody's after him now.
See.
So that's a pretty cool part that they brought him up on the new GTA.
No, and I did finish. You're not gonna believe me, but I only finished the story for Grand Theft Auto 4. So I played it from scratch to ending.
Okay.
I never finished the story for Grand Theft Auto 5. Never finished the story for Vice City. Never finished the story for Grand Theft Auto 3. And I know that Tommy Vercetti is Grand Theft Auto 3,
Yeah.
as same as Vice City. But then you have Grand Theft Auto 4, so technically that's like a side story, like on the side, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you would have to put those fucking games
It's
into this.
it's the same universe but different cities.
Yes, different cities. Oh, I forgot San Andreas. También existe.
Yeah.
I forgot that one. I'm not gonna say that was my favorite one. It's not. There is another one called Streets of LA. Bad cop, good cop, or something. So you're a cop and you can steal cars. You can do this, but if you kill, you become a bad cop. If you arrest people like bien y todo, you
Yeah.
become a good cop. It was alright. It was an okay game. I kind of like the concept. They say Santa Ana freeway, so I was like, oh shit! I was hyped about that. Pero not like no estaba tan good. It was stupid because when you were a good cop, you fought a dragon. But if you're a bad cop, you would fight thugs. I'm like, well, why the fuck would I want to fight a dragon? That's stupid. I'm like, keep it real, you know. También estaba. Oh, how can I forget about this one? Los de wrestling, pero de rappers.
Oh, dude, I was actually about to bring that one up. Like, I know there's like a Street Fighter, pero with all the rappers, like 50 Cent, Snoop Dogg. Yeah.
Y
But what's the name of it?
Def Jam Rockstars? No. If you guys know it, and if you're hearing this, just put it in the comments. Don't be assholes.
But yeah, that one was a good game.
Yes,
remember
I
that one.
love that game. I would always fight as DMX. He is my favorite rapper. So
Rest in peace.
rest in peace. ¿Cómo se llama? He was fun. The whole game was fun. The whole game was fun. I ain't gonna lie. ¿Cómo se llama? También estaba Saints Row.
Oh yeah,
That one was pretty cool. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
Like,
right now, like how it became now, it's like I don't know.
Oh, there's more parts?
Yeah, there's more
Oh,
parts.
okay.
I think it's all the way to 6 now.
Oh, wow.
If I'm correct. But you're able to like mimic time and space. It's a better compared to like where it first started, where you're just trying to take over the hood. Yeah, no, it's a little different.
Yeah, like because we're getting into all the new games. I know that we're stuck on Xbox, but these are still old games.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry I didn't mention the Super Nintendo games. I mean the Super Mario. Like honestly, if Mario Brothers is not up there as one of your favorite games,
Oh, dude.
if it's not up there, you don't know games. I'm sorry. Like Super Mario Brothers has to be up there.
It's up for everyone.
Yes.
If anything, anybody that grew up with in our timeline loves Mario. No
Yeah,
matter
well,
what
like-
game it is.
Yes.
It could be Olympics. It could be Strikers.
That's like I don't know if you know this, but there's a Hall of Fame games. There's a Hall of Fame for games.
Oh yeah.
like I'm like they have to start with the old ones. I'm like, if you want to keep it for the new generation, I'm like, name 4 old ones and 1 new one. I'm like, name 4 old, because everybody's saying like, oh, Halo has to go there. I'm like, Halo's not even 40 years old. We don't know if it's gonna be known in 40 years. And this I'm saying this 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what did Halo have to do? Take out another game to be more relevant.
Yeah.
So like Mario Brothers has to be up there.
Yeah.
It just has to. Like I love it. I love
For
it.
sure, Mario. Pokemon for sure is another one that's just been going on for a long time.
It's like
Zelda and Link.
Isn't
same
Pokemon
thing.
like the same concept every single game? Like you choose a freaking Pokemon and then you go out and explore.
Yeah, but at the same time, each one it's an own region. So like one of them is the United States, the other one's in Mexico, the other one's in Japan. So it's just same thing.
¿Cómo se llama? Machamp?
Exactly.
Yeah, it says.
So that's the thing, is just playing in different areas of the world.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing. It's the same world, but different areas because they're specifically for their spot.
Yes, it's like I remember when going back to the new games again, when Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Call of Duty,
Yeah.
MW,
Warfare. Yeah.
Warfare,
not welfare. Warfare.
There you go. When that game came out,
Yeah.
I'm talking the original. This is on Xbox 360. That fucking game was amazing. Or was it Xbox One? I forgot which one it was.
360.
It was 360. That game was amazing. And I'm talking about the storyline, not the online bullshit that everybody concentrates on. Right? I'm talking about the actual game, the story, todo. I'm like,
I don't think it was online yet.
no, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Call of Duty's always been online.
The first one, I don't think so. I think that one was just a storyline. Once it got to like closer to.
Do you think? I wouldn't. No, I do think it was online. Because I remember I used to play that online. Unless it was number 2 that I played online. But I remember I used to play with my cousin, and we can actually bring that up next time on Friday when we go live. We can bring it up to him, and then he'll tell me, because that fool's a fan. But when I heard that it was being remade, I was like, really? I'm like, you guys can't come up with new games in your brain that, like, and I was like, that's so dumb. And my friend was like, we got into an argument. He's like, no, it's because who buys games for the story? I'm like, that's the only reason I buy the games, for the story. I'm like, I don't play for the online. I play what's the story they get. That's the fucking reason I can't finish Red Dead Redemption 2. Because 1 is too fucking long, and then I go exploring. I'm like, I want to kill an alligator today. Serious shit, I still haven't passed the game.
You're just walking around like, what in tarnation is that? You're just heading over there that way.
Then it's like, oh, you're in the track of a legendary fox. I'm like, oh, I want to see this fox. So I lose fucking track, and I'm like, okay, I'm bored. I'm like, killed too many guys. I skinned them or burned them or whatever. And I'm one of I'm one of those guys. No, I'm not a psycho. I'm like, I want to see how the game gets intense.
Have you caught in one of like the 4 Horse of Apocalypse? I think it is like the
I ran into one of their assassinations where the guys hanged. Oh, you're talking about the same game?
Yeah. So you're able to find a horse, one of the 4 Apocalypse.
Okay.
Which is 4 horses. So one's fire, one's like
I
death.
thought you were talking about like a group of witches.
No.
No, okay, no. I never got to get the horses.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, the legendary that I did kill was the alligator, the big ass crocodile. I got to kill that motherfucker. I skimmed that motherfucker. Got me some.
How many tries it took you to do it?
Twice.
Twice?
Yes, because I went to go get me a sawed-off shotgun. You gotta cheat the system.
I mean, that's not cheating because you're able to buy it.
Yes.
Unless you put in a cheat code.
No. I made sure that I had to kill a lot of thieves to get their money to go buy me a shotgun.
And find out, bro, you're here on the internet looking for cheat codes and just writing down on a piece of paper. You left it right there inside the game.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I did that for
GTA.
GTA.
A lot of people did that for GTA.
Was it just GTA? I think just GTA.
I mean, there's a lot of games out there, but mostly
up, down, left.
X square R1, R2.
Para quitarte los cops.
I was gonna say infinite ammo, but yeah, you can do that too.
I would say that I used it the most on Vice City.
Okay.
Because it's kind of dumb that on Grand Theft Auto 4, you have the if you date a cop girl, she can bring down the cops. If you date a nurse girl, she can te cura. I thought that was kind of dumb and realistic, but dumb.
What dumb?
Because I'm like, that's takes away the point. I was trying to get away.
Then don't go with the cop. go with the nurse. So at least you get shot, she heals you, and you go back out there like nothing ever happened.
It is what it is, you know. But
Yeah.
I thought it's a cool concept that I didn't really like too much.
Yeah.
Like the concept that I liked a lot from San Andreas was you getting drunk or high and no, was it they get no, verdad?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I know that Saints Row did it better. The first game. Like if you would get high, se ponía todo así, like todo foggy. Like if you're
Yeah.
if you're drunk, everything was like así,
Like everything was moving in slow motion.
Sí.
Yeah.
And I think Saints Row, when you would get, I'm not gonna lie, but wasn't it if you were actually get drunk at a point of view vision where you had to walk, and it's like if you were watching it through his eyes? Because it wasn't first person. If I recall, like every time you would get drunk or high,
Yeah.
you were watching it from his eyes, so it's like more believable. So when you would walk, estaba así like todo
Stumbling.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't remember.
Remember
that one.
All right.
Nah.
Well, let's move on from the Grand. We're getting stuck on Grand Theft Auto because there's
Yeah.
a lot of games that I don't even know people we're gonna touch, and they're gonna get mad at us. But I have to give a shout out to World at War, Call of Duty,
Oh yeah.
the zombies,
Oh.
the little house, the original, the little house.
Yeah.
That shit was fucking insane. I saw these couple of friends that they literally opened up all the doors after they got collected all the money and guns. They literally sat on the corner on top. If you had the bar, two fools had the bar. One had the laser, and the other one had like let's say a bar, and they're just mowing them down, boom, 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 and then only one concentrates on the stairs coming up here,
Yeah.
shooting down there. So I was like, they made it to like level 47 or something like that, and that was pretty sick. I'm like, when does it end? And like, oh, it doesn't.
Like it just going until you die.
Until you die.
That's how it goes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was fun. It was fun when I got to see that, because every time I would try to do that, I would be lucky if I made it level 13.
Bro. But now that you bring up zombies, Resident Evil, dude.
I only played that in arcade.
Oh, arcade.
Yes,
only.
on arcades. I never played it on PlayStation or the Xboxes. I think I was too much of a pussy to play it alone. I did, however, play Dead Rising, which is a zombie game,
Oh,
and you're in the mall,
Yeah,
and
like
you're creating weapons and all.
Left 4 Dead.
Yes, but Dead Rising was first.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like at the same concept.
See, same concept, and I do think overall the stories, because I played both Left 4 Dead and Dead Rising. I think overall Dead Rising is just a better game. It's like todo es más fácil, y es como it was in a way, it's like Grand Theft Auto, but for zombies.
Yeah.
And you're inside a mall, so you can actually like you can create like a bomb. You can do this. Got us rakes, so that was kind of freaking cool. I was like, oh shit! Like I know you can put this and this together. The only thing that kind of sucks for any game, because I'm a big zombie lover,
Yeah.
is that if you get by, you can still survive. I'm like, no, that's bullshit. I'm like, you should die.
Well, after a couple like minutes, you just see yourself like changing, or even like the eyesight changing. All the time. Like, oh, go find an antidote before you change. I mean,
So-
that would be cool.
Yeah, and I think that was for Dead Rising 2. So they kind of made that one more kind of like on the realistic side. So I love both games for the zombie game that I actually got to play with like así en mi casa en lo oscuro y todo. Other than that, the zombies, I don't think I ever played a lot. I like watching it. I don't like playing it.
Okay.
Me da miedo.
So Resident Evil 4 was actually one of the best games as well for PlayStation. I mean, not
Okay.
PlayStation, my bad. The GameCube.
Okay.
So that one came out on GameCube, and
What shit? Like Resident Evil was that old? And I think it was a Sega game though.
maybe the first one.
Yeah.
Because probably like Raccoon City.
Sí,
Yeah, this is the first one. So yeah, Resident Evil 4. This is where they steal the president's daughter, and they took her like to an island. So you need to go find her.
Okay.
Dude, like you're literally like in a pueblo, like in the middle of nowhere. Like they talk Spanish. So now you know it's like, okay, you're in an area that you don't know anybody, and all of them are infected.
Yeah.
But their type of zombie is different.
Like me imagino que se estiran and all that, or what?
No se estiran. They're like being mind controlled by a person that, you know, he's like the original virus.
It's like a hive.
Kind of like a hive.
Okay.
So he's able to control, like, oh, if you see this guy, kill him once you see him. But some of them, like, the virus is so advanced, like their head completely explodes. You sale como a knife or something like that. So it's a little different compared to like the first 3.
Sí.
So it's actually gonna come out in Switch, or it came out on Switch. So if you want to play that game, there you go, bro. Download it.
Maybe. Like I said, I'm not big on zombie games. Then again, right now, I'm just not big on games anymore, like to play. That's why you have to, again, give a shout out to all the new ones that came out. Get Brawl Stars, get Fortnite, get Minecraft, which have been hits.
yeah.
Get freaking what's that game called? God of War.
Oh, dude, that game is badass.
It's that shit's ballistics, you know, like it's amazing.
That's only for PlayStation too.
It's only exactly. Y luego, ¿cuál es el otro? Not God of War. It has to World of Warcraft, and I know that's an old ass game.
Oh, yeah.
Nigga, pero people are into that shit. Que el Bejeweled or Candy Crush. For my tiempo was Bejeweled. Now it's Candy Crush.
Yeah.
So you have to. There's a lot of games out there that have been many hits that maybe I won't remember, and the one that I have to bring up right now because if not, I'm gonna get massacred. Pac-Man.
Oh, Pac-Man.
Pac-Man will never get old. It gets annoying.
Pac-Man also had a game on GameCube, same thing as like Mario Party.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had that game. That was pretty fun, but it had its own different characters. Mario wasn't in there.
Like it's like my kids on the Switch. They have the Nickelodeon. It's basically super the ¿cómo se llama? Mario Kart. It's basically Mario Kart for Nickelodeon characters.
Okay.
So está Helga, está Arnold, están the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, está Tommy, está Chucky. El Chucky from Rugrats.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, what?
And está SpongeBob, Plankton, Patrick y la Squirrel Girl, Sandy.
Oh, okay.
So like it's basically todas las cartoons que han salido on Nickelodeon.
Oh, dude, Billy and Mandy.
Who's that?
You haven't seen the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy?
Oh no. I know who you're talking about. No, esa que tienen el abuelo, ¿no? No. That's on Cartoon Network.
Yeah, no, that's Cartoon Network, but they came out in a game on GameCube too.
Oh, también?
That's another one that it was pretty much like Smash Bros. Like you could choose any of those characters and they all just get down.
Okay. También I think Jimmy Neutron had a game también on the Super Nintendo, if I recall. Not the Super Nintendo, the GameCube, I think.
Yeah, probably the GameCube because it was around that time that it came out.
So there's been, like I said, there's been a lot of games.
There's so many games out there.
A lot of games that we didn't touch. There's all the superhero games. I will tell you this: the freaking Wolverine, the Wolverine or Wolverine Origins. I forgot which one it was. The game's fucking ball sack, bro. No, I mean it's good. I didn't mean to say ball sack.
X-Men Origins.
Yeah. Okay. So there's 3 solo Wolverine movies.
Yeah.
There's Wolverine's Origins. There's the Wolverine, which is like part. Like in the future, and then there's Logan, which is like in the future.
Yeah.
So in Wolverine, the first one where he has bone claws, there's a game about that, and that shit like that's more rated R than the actual movie. Like you can chop off people's heads and all that. That game's fucking badass. I have to give him a shout out to that. As the only reason I became a Deadpool fan is because of the game, Marvel Alliance or Marvel Avengers Alliance. Which is a new way that they brought Thor. Ya no tiene el casco, ya no se mira classic. He's like, he has beard, there's a blade and all that. So it's like, it's basically the Avengers and it's a game. Y como se llama, y ahí es donde conocí yo a Deadpool. After that, when I saw how his character was so funny, I gotta know more about Deadpool. So I went back and I played all that shit and I played his game that came out on Xbox.
And now you love Ryan Reynolds.
I love Ryan Reynolds.
Oh.
And like, no, we couldn't go wrong. People can choose anybody we want, but Ryan Reynolds is a Deadpool fan.
Yeah.
So when he was super annoying in part 2, I couldn't fault him for that. I kind of hated it, but that's freaking Deadpool.
Yeah, he's
annoying.
That's a character.
Yeah, that's his character. So as much as I hate it, we're like, oh come on, bro. That's like, don't run that joke. Like, it's funny when you do it once or twice, but don't do it 3-4 times. Like, okay, I'm dead. Okay, I'm dead. I'm like, it gets annoying, but that's Deadpool though. Like, so it's staying true to his character.
But at the same time, he knows he can't die.
Oh, tenía el necklace, remember? In part 2, I'm talking about Deadpool 2.
But still, he can't die.
Well, yes, if he does have the necklace, that makes him a human. So on Deadpool 2, la movie, se pone una necklace aquí that he loses his powers.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So he was technically dying because he has so much cancer in him that he's basically dying. Los gunshots and all that. So I actually played the game and fun as hell. It's just like I'm telling you, there's so many games out there that we're not gonna get to them. Yeah. We're just mentioning our favorite ones that we grew up with.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's ever been like a Latino game.
Nah.
With a main character as Latino, except for WWE. with Eddie Guerrero,
Eddie
when you
Guerrero.
chose Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, Rey Mysterio when they were on the front.
And even then, we still wouldn't choose.
I would always go with Eddie Guerrero.
I would go with The Rock.
Oh, really? Nah, my two favorites, every time I play tag team, I always put Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio together.
Oh, yeah. Sí, si fuéramos tag team, sí. ¿Cómo se llama? I think I would play more with, también con Shawn Michaels y con Goldberg.
A sexy boy.
Oh, yeah. Sexy boy. So you have to give a shout out to all those WWE games.
Yeah.
I loved them. The one that I do have more on my end that I like was WWE Raw 2. Was just for Xbox. So like freaking PlayStation had SmackDown, like SmackDown, here comes the pain, just bring it, shut your mouth, and all that. Well, the Xbox tried to do the same thing with WWE. I mean with Raw. So they had Raw 1 and Raw 2, and I did like Raw 2 more than Raw 1. Y como se llama, and again, all those games are good, but because I played with that one specifically more.
Yeah.
And the only thing that I fucking hate about that game, they made Goldberg a bad guy. So you can't switch, like, you know how you can switch it if you want him to boo now? His was like, you can't change it, he's a bad guy. So they would boo Goldberg, and I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, Goldberg has never been a bad guy, only in Nitro, like in 1998.
Well, they probably still imagined him like that, so that's why they kept him like that. No, but
Nah, fuck no. You know why, no?
What are your best wrestling matches?
What is my favorite wrestling match?
Like, yeah, the match, like, you know how you're able to choose,
Not
like,
in the game.
Like, no,
in the game?
Yeah, like TLC.
It would have to be hardcore.
Hardcore?
Yeah.
Hell in the Cell, like hardcore.
Just hardcore, because I hated the cage, because you can escape the cage, but it takes you forever to like escape it. I hated the ladder match because it's the same bullshit. You're like the cansas. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you had your opponent beaten ya casi hasta la pulp, and you will still manage to still win.
Get up and just push you off.
I hated the Hell in the Cell because it was just a cell, nothing good. When the Elimination Chamber started coming out, I kind of hated that one too, because like sometimes you're the last one, and I'm like, I want to play.
Yeah,
I want to play. Like, I don't
randomize it. You don't know where you're at.
Exactly. So that kind of sucked. But if you started as first, te cansabas y ya te podían ganar.
Yeah.
So like it was just for me, I just had to keep it hardcore, or submission.
Okay.
So I had to make sure that I chose like Jericho, Kurt Angle.
Make sure he taps out.
Yeah, make sure they tap out.
Nah,
Chris Benoit. I don't like mentioning his name a lot, but he was a guy that does submissions. So that would be on the wrestling game. It would be that.
Okay. Nice.
For the FIFA game, I started getting super excited cuando la Liga Mexicana entró a la FIFA.
Oh, okay.
I was like, oh hell yeah, Atlas, homie. And even though they sucked, and I would make them champions. I would make them champions.
Oh, I mean, obviously anybody can make their team champions.
Yes, sir.
But dude, being a little perv at that time, the Attitude Era, you know how they had that the strip matches?
Oh really? They did. I don't. That was for all of them.
I don't think it was for all of them, but I can't remember the one that I had. But they had the strip matches, so I would play that one a lot. When everybody would leave, and I'll be by myself, like, strip match, let's go.
Let me get Tori Wilson.
I get in there. Nah, we use China, bro.
China.
Because China will strip them easily. Like, all right, I'm trying to see what you're wearing. Let's go.
Y luego
for,
obviously, there's the Madden games. I don't know if you ever played them. I love Madden. There was the NBA games.
I don't really play those. I play FIFA more.
It was and está los 2K games y está the EA Sports, which no one likes from the EA Sports side, the basketball. But the 2K, everybody loves the 2K side. So it
FIFA Street.
Oh, FIFA Street. Well, I actually did like NFL Street better. And it's something about playing NFL in the street that's better than playing soccer in the street.
I mean, because one is more physical, so you just literally just go. Yeah. You don't stiff on them, bro. You stiff punch them like quítate.
Yeah, I think the best memory I was playing against my brother. I'm losing by 3 touchdowns. There's only like a minute left, or the 2-minute warning. Y sale una canción. We always have to bump on the Xbox, even though. So we literally have 2 TVs now. We're playing on the Xbox One, and then we still have the Xbox playing music over here. Y empezó una canción de un grupo que se llama Do or Die, que se llama Victory. And it goes like, Victory. So es un echo, like, the song is fucking badass. And my brother's like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm gonna start smoking. Y que, like, somehow I turned the tables. I smoked this guy and I beat him by a touchdown at último under a 2-minute warning.
Damn.
And I was like, oh, that was like a miracle. And I was like, and ever since then, that song stuck to me, and like that's my song now.
Yeah, that's a core memory.
That's a core, yeah, exactly.
Like you finally beat your brother after so many games.
I would smoke them. It was more like an even thing. Like nobody was better than everybody, but it was just that's a core mental image.
Oh yeah, because you were down 3 and you were able to win.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So end the song, get a victory. You know, sound like
that's what made it the core memory, because you were down 3 and you won 1. But since the music was playing in the background, that's why it stuck. Because if it wasn't any other song, probably that song would have stuck.
See. And I think for gaming or like games, that would probably be my core memory when it comes to like a sports video game. Del otro, it has to be the airport on Modern Warfare 2. The airport scene.
The airport scene, or like the map where they fight?
No, the airport. You never played story mode on MW2?
No, I only played on the map. I don't think I played the story on that one.
Okay, so if you play the story,
I just played online.
If you play the story, you're with the bad guys. So they're like, oh, you have to whatever they do, you have to do. So they literally go inside an airport, and they just start massacring everyone. They just start shooting everyone.
Pues sí, bro. You're a bad guy.
And even and I'm gonna have to spoil it because that's an old game. So they're mowing down everyone, and you don't know what to do. And like, do I want to be a bad guy? Do I want to be a good guy? So I'm just shooting. I'm not shooting randos because I feel bad. Like it sinks in your head, bro. And it's funny because you can kill random person in Grand Theft Auto, but I just couldn't do it over here on Modern Warfare.
You're scarred for life. Like I can't do it. No.
Y ya cuando se va a subir al trailer, le hace, we knew you were a good guy, and then just shoot him in the head. You get killed. And I was like, what the fuck? And the game's I don't think the game ends, but
it restarts.
No, you're like in the story mode, you die. So then you start playing as another character.
Oh.
So there's like, I think there's like on MW there, I think there's so there's like 4 characters. There's 4 characters that you play as.
Oh, okay.
So throughout the story mode, there's 4 players. So y todos son un grupo, y haz de cuenta que casi one by one se están muriendo. That's why we fucking hate it. That we're like, dude, the good guys are fucking losing. We're like, we need to win one. Yeah, it wasn't until part 3 where we actually was like, yeah, get him. I'm like, get him. Gotcha. Kill that guy. It's just one of those good ending core memories of games where you beat the guy who was a fucking traitor, you know? Like, está chido. Like, I would say, I don't think I have more core memories así chingonas de video games, to be honest. I mean, I like video games, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But nothing that's like, wow. You know? Maybe landing the 900 on the Tony Hawk Pro Skaters. Those were fucking sick-ass games. Those were sick-ass games.
I mean, probably for you, like you're saying, like core memories, like Red Dead Redemption. Like actually, after 120 hours of playing, like you finally pass the game. It's like, dude, finally.
That would be a bad core, bro. Like, I wasted all my fucking time. I didn't like the game Skate. I never liked it.
Pro Skate?
No, that Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, and then there was one that was just called Skate. And that one, like, como estaba todo in slow motion, every time you would do a trick, you would have to move your joystick so you can do like a kickflip, push this so you can move it backwards, and then land it. I never liked that one.
I don't think I played that one because I played the Tony Hawk one, but I don't think I played that one.
The only racing game that I like
Need for Speed
was Midnight Club 2.
I mean, that one was fun.
The only reason I don't like Need for Speed, none of the Need for Speeds, none of them, is because they're supposedly on the street, but you still have to follow a map to win. You like arrows are facing this way and all that.
I mean,
and that's why I like Midnight Club, because you can actually, you're street racing, you can take any fucking street to win.
Yeah, definitely. But at the same time, when the same thing as ¿cómo se llama esta movie? Fast and the Furious. Like they already have a strip set out for you. So that's the thing. So that's pretty much the concept. And so, have you ever played Carbon? Need for Speed Carbon?
No.
So that one, so Need for Speed Carbon, you pretty much start your own group, and so there's a big city. It's all sectioned off to different areas. Okay. So like, this area, let's say, the caballos run it. Acá, las culebras.
All right.
Acá, I don't know, like
como cruise streets.
The eagles. Yeah. So you have your. And so you create your own team, and now you got to race every single one of them to make the whole thing your territory.
Okay.
And that's the thing. Some of them is drag racing. One of them, like, it's actually an actual circuit. Or if you just see a random guy on the street, you just honk at him, 1, 2, 3, and you just step on it, and then from there you could actually take your own course.
Órale.
Yeah, so on that one you're able to do all that, but you have your team.
And don't get me wrong, I did like the movie.
The movie Need for Speed?
I liked it.
I only liked it because of the cars. Acting and the way the movie was kind of like produced, casi no me gustó.
Yeah,
Pero
like,
just for the car wise, like, alright, it was
an okay movie.
They put money into it.
Yeah, they tried.
Yeah.
The movie tried. It didn't be like those garbage movies que son straight up garbage.
Like Dragon Ball Z.
Ándale, like that. They ain't even fucking trying those movies, like fucking the Street Fighter reboot. They ain't trying that shit.
Yeah.
Y eso cae gordo. Mortal Kombat 2, they ain't fucking trying that crap. Like that one's complete shit on top of shit on top of shit. So like Need for Speed is not a bad movie,
Yeah.
And again,
but game wise, it was good.
Like I said, me for any racing games, I didn't play none of the Need for. Maybe I tried them. I'm not gonna lie, I did try them, but I didn't like them because of that reason. And that's why I like Midnight Club, because you can especially Midnight Club 2, because you can get the Xbox music and put it on the fucking game. So I would always play Manny Fresh, like cars real big, this real big. Pero ya también ponía ya mi own propia music.
Yeah.
And I actually, if I recall, many games del Xbox, you can actually could play the music del Xbox that you had. You could actually play them on most of the games that you can put music in there.
Oh yeah, running in the background.
Running in the background. So that was pretty cool. That's why I said that's like the best system ever. And just the memory itself, so much memory. Now they're like, oh, you have to buy this. If you want the cheap one, you get this much memory. If you buy the expensive one, you get this much. Stupid.
You could get by an external drive if you want, or like right now, the new PlayStation, it doesn't have a drive, so you would have to buy a separate drive to install it.
Es un pinche pedo todo eso.
Negocio, bro.
Well, yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. And I think we talked about a lot of our video games that we've liked.
And talking about negocio, like, did you know PlayStation 2, like the year they came out, for like 3 years, there was like the most sold console?
Yes, because there was no competition.
Not just that.
It mostly is that though. Like, people don't get it. Xbox in a way was not a hit. So Sega Genesis salió con su Dreamcast y valió madre. And then the Nintendo GameCube after it ya no sacó games.
I mean, salió el Wii.
But come on. I'm not gonna lie, it's a fun fucking console. I liked it.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a hit.
When you play Wii Sports.
Yeah, so I would say because there's the other one, the Wii U.
Yeah.
That mean trash.
Yeah.
So like you have to give it a gap of almost 10 years or 15 years que no sacó nada bueno Nintendo until the Switch.
No, but the thing is, the reason why I'm saying is because it came out at a time where people would buy movie players. Let's see, they play CDs, Blu-rays, those So when let's say they go to Best Buy and they ask like, hey, I'm trying to buy a console or buy something where I can play movies, Blu-rays and stuff like that. Like, oh, you could buy this console. This is $200. It only plays movies, and if you get the combo where it still has a cassette and the movie, you could get this. Like, or you could get the PlayStation 2, which plays movies, plays video games, and you're also able to listen to music. So a lot of people end up buying PlayStation 2s because, one, they're able to play video games and watch movies, and compared to Xbox where they couldn't do that.
El Xbox sí podía.
No.
Yes. I had the Xbox. I watched all my movies there.
Blu-ray.
Not Blu-ray.
Okay.
The Blu-ray was until PS3.
No, it was PS2.
No. If I recall, you couldn't do Blu-ray on PS2. Because my friend had a PS2, el que rentaba ahí, and we would never rent Blu-ray porque hey, we should get Blu-ray. You don't get no. The PS3 is until the Blu-ray. That's why it got a lot of sales on PS3 because of the Blu-ray. Xbox 360, and if I recall, until this day, they never got a Blu-ray player ever. If I recall. But I do know that PS2 was not a Blu-ray player, but because, again, por la gap, the Sega Genesis, que no tenía nada, Nintendo didn't really have anything. It wasn't until the Xbox, once it kicked in, and the reason why nobody liked the Xbox, it was too fucking big.
It's huge.
It was huge. So, but once people started like, hey, this fucking system has good shit.
Yeah.
And that's when they're like, boom. Y ya, I don't think it has ever overtaken PlayStation. But I do know that
for a year.
Pero ¿cuál era el one? I think it was the Xbox One that beat out the PlayStation 3.
No, so a lot of people are saying that the Xbox 360 was better than the PlayStation 3.
Okay, so sí. Era el second one del Xbox.
Yeah.
It was better. Y
And
both sold out at the same time bien.
Yeah.
Y cosa nomás que dicen que undestructible wise, that the Xbox has always been stronger to break than the PlayStation. So let's say if your girlfriend slams it, usually dicen que la Xbox is better.
Yeah.
The one that you can never break was the original Xbox. You need a fucking hammer for that shit.
Yeah. No, pero the Xbox 360 was selling a lot more than the PlayStation 3. Luego ya cuando salieron with the new Xbox and the PlayStation 4, the PlayStation 4 took over.
Yeah.
Y ahorita it's still a debate between the Xbox X and the PlayStation 5. They're still in debate between those two. But I feel like a lot of those people that played those games right now, they're into like a computer console. Like they don't really play those games anymore. Cause why? Cause now you're able to play those games in a computer.
Yeah. También.
Yeah.
Eso cuenta mucho, and I can never, like right now when I do the podcast for 2 hours on the computer, I don't think I can sit for 2 hours on a computer screen. Like I know, like for me, well, I'm pretty sure they have comfortable chairs. Obviously,
yeah.
They have like a big ass TV or a monitor. I completely understand, but I don't think I can be stuck watching like that and just like sitting down using a mouse or whatever they fucking use.
Dude, you get a gaming chair, then with the gaming chair you get a little pack, that little massage in your lower back, bro. You just put it in.
Ay, no me digas que tiene también una toilet también para cagar. No.
I mean,
there has been chairs. I know, that's why I said.
I think they're like $500. Nah, but I don't even think they're real. Just Photoshop.
I don't.
I wouldn't even suggest buying one. That'd be kind of weird.
Yeah, like I wouldn't.
Like how you gonna clean the dupe? Just put the vacuum in there. Agarras una bolsa como tus dogs.
I have no idea. Like I said, I don't think. Well, it's because I'm not a gamer, right? So
yeah.
I can't really put it. There's one game though. It's too expensive. I don't even buy it. I want to play, and that's where you're a landscaper. You're just basically cutting grass. I think it's called farming or something like that.
Dude, I think I seen it. There was a guy that was said like, oh, like I don't want to be part of this stereotype. You know, I want to be a streamer. And once he puts the stream of what he's doing, he's like cutting mowing the lawn. Like,
so bro. That's when I was like, yeah, I want to see what that game is, and I'm like, I wouldn't mind. I'm like, I like stupid games like that. Maybe it's not stupid. It's something about me that I just like stupid dumb shit like that.
I mean, nowadays there's so many games on different things like how to be como se llama, un trailero. You know, how to drive, how to bust U's and all that type of stuff.
There's a game that I didn't get to play. 2 games. One was Friday the 13th game.
Okay.
The new one. Well, I think there's 2, but I'm talking about like the one that just came out like maybe a couple years back. Where you do play as Jason, or you can play as the people.
Yeah.
So you have to get away. Yeah, you
run around. Yeah.
When you play as Jason, you get to chase him. El otro era brand new. It just came out last year, I think it was. I just forgot what's it called. But I think it's like you're in the woods, something's killing you or something like that. I'll figure it out and I'll tell you in the live. What was it called?
Slenderman?
No. I forgot what's it called. I saw the trailers for it. One of my favorite YouTube channels played it and he podcasted it about it. I just forgot what's it called. I'll let you know on the live. I'll let you know on the live tomorrow.
Okay.
People were going tomorrow live, even though you might get this video till like who knows when.
Yeah, it's gonna be late.
So we're talking. Today is February 9th. We're talking that we're going live on February 10th, just in case if I upload it later. Just know that
we're in the woods.
And I don't want to look it up because that's very disrespectful. But
yeah, no.
When you pull out a gaming quote for us so that we can end this beautiful podcast for our gamers and our game systems.
Gaming quote. Let's see what we got here.
And as for my closing thoughts, people, I know that we did not mention your favorite games. Don't get mad. Don't get pissed.
It's just hard to bring all of them. There's just so many games.
We literally did this for like an hour and a half, and you saw us struggles just choosing which best games. But what we did give you was our childhood games that we actually did play.
Yeah, the ones that we could remember more than others.
Yes. So if you have any games that you played that we didn't mention, put them in the comments. If you think we did it, that this game was deserved to be called and we didn't mention it, put it in the comments and we'll answer. Hey, we did play that game. Thank you for reminding us. It's just that sometimes when you're in the moment of talking, you just can't remember.
Yeah, you just can't remember. You just forget.
Yup.
Yeah, so I got a quote right here. Failure does not mean game over. It means try again with experience.
There you go. I love that one. This is Keep Your Cool. Rawless.
Edgar, have a good night, guys.
Peace out.